This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially. So he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 4.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. For the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Wide, get wide.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1.
And again this time to the tailback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7. Seahawks nothing.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go play action now. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 27-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
The 42-yard line.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Taco Charlton providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Now it's Carson.
At the 41.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Wilson. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Penny. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
11 yards there, 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Kenny Clark.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
14 on the play. It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, hit as he throws there, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The kick is good.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
To Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks' 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aldon Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ways.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, good on. Hey, turn it up. Switch. Check.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go play action with Wilson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's checking, he's checking. Set.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Another carry for
now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And 6.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.